Full disclosure, we did hear a couple notes at the beginning.
Drake here.
No, I'm just saying, we did. Yeah. And Bone, sorry, look. I'm here for the show. I forget that I'm actually here for the show. So
yeah.
He has to remind me.
It's okay. It's 2 hoodies and 3 cats, and I hit pause. I tried to expand the screen, and it started, so it was like a quick little step. But we're doing more Ren right now. Everybody in the comments have suggested this, and it's I think it's a new song that just dropped recently. It's called 7 Cents, and it's the official lyric video. From what I understood from comments, there are some videos there. Ren's fans have made like generated videos already for this song, but
I hope they're not AI generated. That stuff's weird.
I don't know, but we're gonna do. We're doing this right now. We're gonna do it. It's your first time to the channel. Hit like, hit subscribe, comment below. Let us know what you think. And this is Ren, 7 Cents.
Go ahead. I was going to say something about AI. If you think about it, it's like, let me have the ability to steal from every single artist that's ever created anything.
We're going to have this conversation on it. We're going to do a podcast version of that conversation, and we're going to do it on the other channel.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of stuff to say about that.
So creepy.
Yeah, I've teased about the other channel I've got, but we'll get into that later. Let's get into Ren 7 Cents. You ready?
Go.
Okay, is this Gaelic? Or some?
I think it's whatever they were saying that he speaks.
Welsh.
Is it Welsh?
Welsh. Yeah, I'm gonna back this back up.
I'm hearing a little bit of Hebrew in there, a little Hebrew influence.
Yeah, I got it. It was really. I was like, "Is this?"
I'm seeing the word "father" in the.
Yeah, and part of it was almost Nordic too, Norse with some of that too.
I mean, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Oh yeah. I'm just gonna.
There's another one in there.
I do. Yeah, I see it. All right.
It even sounds like it. Did he just say my name is Ren?
I guess.
I lay broken on the kitchen floor. I clawed at the laminate. Pain wandered my body, an uninvited guest. Bones of a home where the devil could rest. I cursed the gods, cursed my messiah, cursed my maker. I cursed all of creation. There I lay, feeble and thin. Sick boy, 7 I say. Have you ever felt pain? Stomach wrenching, unrelenting. Tell me, have you ever felt pain? Condescending, muscles clenching. Tell me, have you ever felt pain? A rose emerges from the pavement cracks. They'll write my eulogy with broken glass. Eternal parallax.
Pain.
Pain the author, I accept this. Pain the teacher, bruised apprentice. Pain resisting, pain will come. Pain the mother, I'm the son. Pain that splits you, and too many hits you. The dark and the light will converge to one. Pain that twists you, the heavens dismiss you. The Father, the Ghost, and the Holy Son. Body bagging me. Zip it up quick, they things on B. I search for peace in the belly of a beast. Sick boy, on a matter P.I. Running up a fever, following a leader. Wanna be me, huh? Grass isn't greener. Bright light seizure, dynamite dealer. Dine at the table of the coroner, E-top for 13 years and I've been feeling so stuck. Lucky number 13, just my luck. Empires tumble, rubble and dust. The universe shrinks and the planets combust. In God we trust. God tied a noose to his neck and he walked to the edge and he jumped. Angels wept, I bear witness, watching the whole thing unfold from my bed. A bed where I never deep rest, a bed where I'm always depressed. A bed with the human oppressed, a bed for a tomb where I slept. A bed in the room that's a womb for this mess. Sick boy bitten by a tick boy, tell me how it feels to be buried while you breathe. Stones and sticks boy, pain is a gift boy. Hard to make a stand when you crawl on your knees and I kneel. I kneel at the altar of my own disease and I beg. I begged this guy for mercy, mercy never came. I did me dirty, 33 and hurting, cursing. Jesus died at 33 and still my sins are lurking. Gears are turning, future stays uncertain. Surgeon incision, murder ambition. Fear of the unknown preserves a religion. Denounced the gods when my body went missing. Back then, the pain spray ricochet like a Mac 10. Hot lead hit the bed that was trapped in. Red wing seraphim out of God's grace. Cried tears from heaven like Clapton. Stick pins in the voodoo Hendrix. Thick skin stay humble.
Seraphim, that was about an angel.
Yeah.
This is a pretty interesting track. All right, Kat.
Yeah, there's a lot of layers to this.
Yeah, I'm going to go back a little bit.
Sick Boy had a lot of time to think.
Yeah. I go to like right there. God tied a noose to his neck, yeah. Yeah, so far this is this could take like you could spend a hot minute just looking at all the different lines, and the music in the background is really different from the other stuff we've heard.
Yeah, it's definitely more full than some of his live video performances, solo ones. It's not as sparse musically.
No, it's definitely...
Which is nice. I mean, I haven't really heard a sour note from this guy.
No.
Tied a noose to his neck and he walked to the edge and he jumped. Angels wept, I bear witness, watching the whole thing unfold from my bed. A bed where I never deep rest, a bed where I'm always depressed. A bed with the human oppressed, a bed for a tomb where I slept. A bed in the room that's a womb for this mess. Sick boy bitten by a tick boy, tell me how it feels to be buried while you breathe. Stones and sticks boy, pain is a gift boy. Hard to make a stand when you crawl on your knees and I kneel. I kneel at the altar of my own disease and I beg. I begged this guy for mercy, mercy never came. I did me dirty, 33 and hurting, cursing. Jesus died at 33 and still my sins are lurking. Gears are turning, future stays uncertain. Surgeon incision, murder ambition. Fear of the unknown preserves a religion. Denounced the gods when my body went missing. Back then, the pain spray ricochet like a Mac 10. Hot lead hit the bed that was trapped in. Red wing seraphim out of God's grace. Cried tears from heaven like Clapton. Stick pins in the voodoo Hendrix. Thick skin stay humble Kendrick. Stay skeptic, check the biometrics. Bloodstained crime scene forensic. Lights on, lights out. Fade into the background. So down, running from the silhouette of self-doubt. By now, really should have figured this shit out. Lights on, lights out. Smackdown. Let it be. Quote John Lennon. Click-clack, John got shot for attention. What does that tell you about the good of intentions? Bitterness formed in a storm of aggression. Prophets get dropped, imagining heaven. Martin Luther, Muhammad, dead. 6-6 followed by 6 and 7. Build them, praise them, bury them, dead. I was born to be half a man with half a chance. My heart isn't half righteous. Half is down and half a gram. Half those troubles and thoughts stay darker than Urukai master plan. Sharper than glass shards, splinter and cinnamon. Irony could kill a man. He makes money when the music lands. Expand, pay me my cheese, rain down parmesan. Followed by 7 whole sins for a self-made Armageddon. Sin 1, pride. Pride makes a man kill a man for his ego to survive. Sin 2, lust makes the grass look greener. Crucifies trust. Sin 3, gluttony. Humans consume and consume. Planet Earth gets a frontal lobotomy. 4, sloth. Rinse and repeat. Reruns, repeat. Time lost. Sin 5, envy. That's when one man's win is another man's frenzy. Sin 6, wrath, rage, vengeance, killers, psychopath. Sin 7, greed. Greed plants a seed that will destroy us all if we succumb to greed. If we take what we need and take more than we need, then our oceans will bleed. Still we feed and we sleep and repeat. Then we exile the shepherds and follow the sheep. We inherit the meat. We inherit this world that we bruise and we beat. We inherit this vanity, circles of creeds. Inherit the liars, the murderous thieves. One sin for every one day of the week.
Wow.
Oh, man, you think the level of pain and the level of creativity that comes from it.
The bed sit that like, because I stopped and went back and we started in the middle where it went to the bed, and he talks about the bed where the depression and the oppression and obsessed, and then it goes all the way down where it gets to the bed is your tomb, and then he kept going, and then he gets to the altar and the kneel of the disease, and you beg for mercy, but you're not going to get it. No one ever gets it, and then he tied the 33 in, which is just the birth of the Savior was 33 before he started his ministry. Well, he was 33 when he was put to death. He died at 33.
Right, but I believe he started it that same year, did he not?
So it was just 1 year. His ministry was 1 year.
Well, shoot, I'm not an expert.
So, but that was deep. And then when he went through the seven deadly sins at the end, that was chilling. I have to say that Bone and I both have some strong feelings about faith and morals and some situations that are considered just not right in the world. And that was a refreshing, eye-opening track because it shows that you have an artist that's willing to go out and do something extreme and point out that materialism and consumption, that's the problem. I mean, everybody is so, and the greed and the fact that he tied it into the fact that if we could just he mentioned the oceans in there. Did you catch that?
There's so much going on through my head right now.
He mentioned the oceans and the fact that you're going to take too much and then soon the earth's going to be, you're going to lobotomize the earth and it's going to be dead and it won't be able to support you. And they're already showing that that's problems existing because of the way they're handling things.
Yeah.
We could get into a whole different set of topics on just that track alone, and oh man.
Well, I think from a creative standpoint, I think it's very interesting because as an artist, right, I think when it proves this point, right, that other people, that a lot of people are going through pain, right, because when you've been through the depths, now I've had my levels. I don't know if it's anywhere near him. I doubt it. But the mental anguish and things like that. But if you look at being able, because look, there was a certain part where he said, to quote John Lennon, "Let it be," right? Which that's Paul McCartney's song. But that album, "Let it be," right? That, like, right there, he gets me. Like, that's right out of my head. And then he mentions Gandhi.
He said that
in this song, yeah. Right? Gandhi, right? So when I was a little kid, right, I read Gandhi's life story, and then Martin Luther King. I read Martin Luther King. So it was like there was 3 or 4 things in a row. He's like they were pulled. I mean, obviously his experience is not my experience.
Right.
We didn't share. We share nothing except for he made a song that I'm looking at, and we both exist. Right. And so I just think that it's so interesting that what pain does, and it's like you almost see why we need it. Well, even though it's such a terrible thing that allows you to see through the eyes of other people.
It allows us to have empathy for others because we might not be going through what that person's going through, but we can relate because of similar times or problems we've had. And the reality is, and what a lot of what I got out of that is that, you have all these people that deal with like greed and lust and envy and gluttony and all the seven sins he went through and all the different factors that are in there. And how society has magnified all of them because, you can't overdo. No, buy more, spend more.
Well, there's a balance. And I think that's what Ren's talking about is that if you look back to the culture, the early cultures, there was villages. And so, I don't think anyone could realistically argue that capitalism hasn't lifted more people out of poverty.
I would agree.
At any other time.
Right.
But there has to be a balance.
There has to be.
Just take.
The other side of it is the side of the people that capitalism helps the people that are willing to work and are successful. But there is a side of it, and which is why you have the education system in America and a group of youth that don't agree with it because it's very unforgiving to those that fall flat on their face. If you can't get back up and start working on it, then there's a problem. And there needs to be a balance. There needs to be
Well, I think there's whole sections of society, speaking generally, directly about schooling, where there are people that don't fit inside of the matrix, and they're just left to fend for themselves.
Oh, 100%.
And so,
if you don't learn the way, if you can't go to school and you can't figure it out the way they have the box set, then you're one of those dominoes from that dominoes track we looked at.
And so
it falls down and it's just discarded.
This is, I think, what Tom McDonald is talking about is that you need the right side of the brain and you need the left side of the brain. If you only have one, you only have half a brain. I mean, that's where that saying comes from. And so you need the compassion of the left, and you need the wisdom that should be coming from the right. Right. Or the practical application of knowledge, which is wisdom.
Yeah, I agree. And with this track, it almost shows the the extremes that come from all those different areas.
Yeah, well, this is like, I mean, he put me right there.
So we've talked about this before. All that put me in the spot where he's talking about all these people and all this different stuff and all the different aspects and the consume and all this stuff and how it leaves the people. The human being is the only thing, we're the only ones living on this planet that has to work and toil to pay to live on the planet.
It's true.
By virtue of birth, we are then in a system that we must play this game to be allowed to exist. And it makes total sense when people are like, this is ridiculous, I don't want to do this. But the thing is that it's been this way for so long. How do you change it?
Well, I don't think you can change it completely, because it's that drive. There's a certain drive, right, that men have. There's a certain drive that every man has, right? And that's the kind of thing that gets guitars invented. It's the kind of thing that gets cars invented. I'm not saying that women don't have that, but typically, women have different interests.
Right.
And so, without that, because look, if everybody's takers, where are the makers?
Yeah, exactly.
So you got to have makers, and we just need to find places for people to exist. It's like like for example, that other song we watched. Some of these people that just have an overabundance of compassion, let's have them help people within the military. I mean, I feel almost foolish trying to offer a solution to a complex problem, but it's something like that could be done. And so who's the person that's going to come along and get everybody to listen? Because even though people might have solutions, nobody wants to agree on anything.
Yeah, and at this point, the way the world is, you would think with the social media and the internet, it would be easier to start a global movement to affect positive solutions to societal problems that plague everybody.
Right, but I think you have to, because there's always if you were to say I'm going to create an organization, we're going to go help suicide people that are thinking of suicidally, right? That's a dangerous thing to do, because the end result of suicidal people often is suicide, and so it's a high risk thing trying to manage that, right? And you can incur a lot of liability,
of course.
But so whatever solutions we have, people have to agree that first you have to be humble enough to say, I don't have all the answers,
right? And
be able to take other people's suggestions and solutions, but also realize that I'm just trying to help here. And we're going to take it on faith, and we're going to agree that we're all trying to help people. So let's not, because it's like, man, you have people trying to destroy other people that are trying to do, because they see what evil that's in their own hearts, and they project onto people, and they just,
and trust
it's so difficult, man.
Trust is a big issue, and right now it's you can look at society and see these divides and these problems, and maturity isn't the issue or the word, but it's almost like there's a disconnect between different groups of people, and there's got to be a way to bridge it. And it all starts with communication.
It does.
And learning about what's important to the people that you don't agree with.
Right, and accepting good faith arguments.
Yeah.
And not, and being able to trust that, look, I'm not trying to hurt you.
Right. Anyway, this song... This song was pretty amazing, and I mean, there's so many different layers to this song. I almost feel like we should run it back and play it again, but we might do that after we stop the recording. But guys, thank you those that suggested this. Ren, another fire hit. I liked it. I
can see why people love this.
And if anybody can answer the beginning of it, if that was Welsh or what that was at the beginning, because that was pretty cool on the intro. If you can let us know what language that was, that'd be pretty cool.
All right, next time.
We'll see you guys in the next video. Like, subscribe, comment, keep posting tracks you want us to check out, and we'll keep checking them out. We'll see you guys later. We love you guys. Peace out.
All right.